Hi
Hi
everyone,
everyone,
can you
can you
see
see
me?
me?
Can
Can
anyone
anyone
comment
comment
whether you
whether you
can
can
see
see
me
me
or
or
not?
not?
Hello,
Hello,
hello
hello
guys,
guys,
am I
am I
audible?
audible?
Can
Can
anyone?
anyone?
Okay,
Okay,
okay, I
okay, I
got
got
your
your
reply.
reply.
Okay,
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 thank you
thank you
so, super.
super.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much
much
for the
for the
reply.
reply.
Okay,
Okay, guys,
guys, so
so
I'd
I'd
like to
like to
welcome
welcome
you
you
all
all
in
in
this
this
workshop.
workshop.
This
This
is a
is a
5 day
5 day
Fusion
Fusion
360
360
workshop,
workshop,
and
and
someone
someone
is
is
saying
saying
that
that
double
double
voice
voice
is
is
coming.
coming.
Okay,
Okay,
let me
let me
figure
figure
out
out
this.
this.
Okay, is it okay now? Is it okay now? I think is it okay now? Uh, can someone just reply whether it is okay now or not? Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Mihir. I think there was some problem with my headphone. No problem. So, okay, thank you so much, guys, for coming and joining in this Fusion 365 day free workshop. And I'm really excited to share my experience with you, all of you guys. So, uh, I had received so much response about this workshop. Around 450 people had registered for this, had shown interest for this workshop, and many of you are watching me right now. So I am really thankful for it. And so, as per our schedule, we'll proceed further. So before proceeding, I just like to uh, I'd like to tell all of you that guys, we all are aware that this is a corona situation is going in our whole country. So try to be safe, and don't try to not to go out of your home. Try to be at home as much possible, because you know the situation is very worse outside. Even I had suffered some personal loss because of this corona, uh, but we have to move on, right? So I will suggest all of you to just stay at home and take care of your family. So okay, so we'll move forward now. This workshop is all about Autodesk Fusion 360. So I think most of the people who have joined here are mechanical engineers, right? So those who are just mechanical engineers, just comment it out that you are mechanical engineer. Just write it MECH. I will understand that how many people are here joined as a mechanical engineer. I can see there are tons of people are commenting that my voice is clear now, and yeah, yeah, okay, okay, okay. I can see there are lots of viewers also, like Pawan, Saloni, Supan, then Mihir, Barun, Sumit, and Suveksha, Karina, and lots of people are there. So I can see that there, it's a mixed audience here right now. I mean the male and female both are here, so it's very a good audience that um, these technical videos are not for only only for the means I mean the guys. This is also for the also for the working ladies and the girls who wants to learn this software, or who wants to develop their skill. So the reason why I had choose this time to do this workshop, because most of us are at home right now, and we don't have much work to do because the companies are closed, the organizations are closed. So I decided that why don't we do something that we will able to earn some extra skills, right? Because those who are mechanical engineers, those who are working in design field, are already using tons of softwares like SolidWorks, and there are tons of softwares. I will not take the name of all of them, but these days the technology is moving, you know, the technology is changing, and everything is coming remotely. um, uh, Someone is asking that is it necessary to be in LinkedIn group to attend the class? No, no, not necessary, because you can just come over this YouTube channel and watch my stream. It's completely free of cost, and I did this on the YouTube because it's really easy to watch the tutorials, watch the videos. Everyone has access to the YouTube, and you can just go and start watching my streams. Even I will leave the recordings on my YouTube channel. If you want to practice it further, if you want to learn it further, you can just go and watch out after this sessions are over. So I told you this is a complete 5-day session, so I will go step by step, like I had already written in the details on the LinkedIn group page. So follow that also to understand the course structure. So I was talking about that why I had launched this course now. The reason was that uh, because of this COVID situation, all people are staying at home. We don't have much work to do. The companies are closed, organizations are closed. So we decided to. So I decided to share my experience with my part of experience with you guys. So whatever I had learned as a freelancer, working as a freelancer, I had worked as a CAD designer. So I do use multiple softwares. I use SolidWorks, Fusion 360, AutoCAD, and apart from this I also have some other software proficiencies. So I thought of sharing this with you. That's why I came online. That's why I had organized this workshop. So before moving on to this workshop, I would like to tell you about the Fusion 360. So Fusion 360 is basically not like all the software. It's not like SolidWorks. It's a completely cloud-based software. When I say cloud, means it runs on internet only. It runs on internet only. You can go to your internet. You can just it's like a Dropbox. I I I believe that most of you guys who are present here is having access to someone is saying what happened. I think video just stopped. Let me figure out it, guys, because there may be some internet issues. So is it back now? Is it back now? Okay, okay, I can see there are some internet issues. Okay, okay, I can see that there is some internet issues, guys. I can't do anything with this because I already had a good network connection. I had already taken a good internet connection here, but in my city the connection are like that only, because we cannot trust them. That all the connections, even the Geo, Airtel, and everything is like that only. It will keep lagging. So I can't do with that. I can't do anything with that. So just forget about it. I will keep speaking about this experience. So we'll move forward. So I was telling that why Fusion 360, why I had not chosen any other software. The reason is simple, that Fusion 360 is a cloud-based tool, right? It runs on cloud. When I say cloud, it means it runs on internet. You don't need a very high configuration PC to run this software. You just need a simple PC with a simple configuration. You can just go and check out the minimum system requirement for the Fusion 360 on Autodesk website. I had already provided that link in the video description. You can just go and check out that. You can just go and check out that person, that what are the system requirements for Fusion 360. So that that is the only reason that I choose to do this on Fusion 360. And then as we move on, we can see that lots of companies, new companies, and the new startups are using Fusion 360 in their product development pipeline, in their industrial design pipeline. So it's also very easy to use software. You know, the user interface is very easy. You can just install this software and in a few days, like 3 or 5 days, we will able to run this software very easily. You will able to make your designs very easily. So it's also easy to grab for the people. That's why I had chosen this software. So I think after 3 or 4 or 5 days, you guys will be comfortable with this software. I can see there is still internet issues. Let me sort out it. I don't know. So can anyone tell me whether the internet is still working or everything is stopped? So can just anyone comment? Okay, I can see the Gopal is saying that working fine. So can anyone comment? Okay, just write working good. Then just put thumbs up in the comment box, so I will able to understand that things are working well. So I will just since I had said my the introductory thing here, so I will just move on to the UI of the software. So just anyone just comment thumbs up on the comment box, so I will able to understand that things are good. Okay, guys, I had just received a signal from Gopal that okay, the things are working. So Gopal is a person, I think uh, he has also joined my AutoCAD workshop, 3-day workshop, and he is very good in learning, because in a very short interval of time he was able to do some small assignments in AutoCAD. So welcome Gopal, welcome again. And I can see there are few members that was who has joined my old workshops also, or I can see them also, they are again here. So thank you guys for joining again, for supporting me again. So okay, we'll move forward. So right now, when you will first install your Fusion 360 in your PC, if you don't know how to install your Fusion 360, how you can activate your 30 days free trial, you can just go and watch my the old videos that I had uploaded in my YouTube channel, that where you will find the process that in which how you can get your Fusion 360 license for 30 days. And I had made that video available for only 30 days, because I want you to explore that software in the first 30 days, then you can activate your student or hobbyist license. So this way you will get total of 13 months of license, 12 months for the your student license, and then plus 30 days for the trial period. So this will be added value for you. So that's why I had made video for the how you can install Fusion 360 trial version. So now we move on to the software. So when you will first launch your software, Fusion 360 software, it will look something like this. So here you can see this is my UI of this software. So right now in the screen you can see that this is the UI of user interface of this software. Like any other software, you can just double click on the desktop icon and you will able to open the software. So it's very simple. So after that, when you come on to this software, so I already told you that it's a cloud-based CAD CAM software. So you have to be aware of that whatever the designs you are making, whatever the work you are doing inside this software, all the files are getting saved onto the cloud only. This means that you can just log in into any of your PC using your Autodesk account, and you will able to get access all of your files and features in Fusion 360. So you just need to install Fusion 360 in any of your PC and just log in using your Autodesk account, and you can access everything. So it's very simple. And when we move forward, okay, so when we move forward, so here you can see this is my Fusion 360 when I will first launch. So uh, uh, in Fusion 360, as I expect that some of the users are here or SolidWorks user also, and some are AutoCAD user also. So when you compare those software with this software has lots of extra features. I mean, when I say extra features, mean here you can see we got lots of design environment actually. What do you mean by design environment? So see, Right now we are, when you by default, when you will first launch your Fusion 360, or anytime when you launch your Fusion 360, by default this workspace will remain open. So this workspace is called solid work, solid modeling work environment, where you can do your solid modeling tasks, right? You can create sphere, you can create any automobile parts, like solid automobile parts, like lots of things like those parts that are solid you can create here in this work environment. And when you click on here, can you see here this change workspace? When I hover over my mouse icon here, here you can see it says change workspace. When I click on here, here you can see we got multiple kind of design environment here. So this software is actually a complete package, not just for designing. You will able to do some advanced modeling things on this software, like this generative design thing that I believe that most of you are aware of this technology, that by the use of AI you will able to create parts that are more stronger, efficient and lightweight. Then we got the render work environment here, inside which we can make good renders of our design and products that we are making, what are the designs we are making. If we want that for the marketing purpose, we can just go over this work environment and we can create those images, those high quality realistic images that we can do. Then we had this animation workspace. In animation workspace we can simulate our models and we can see how the parts will interact with each other when we have some moving parts inside our model. Then we have this simulation workspace. I believe this simulation workspace you guys are all aware of already. It's about simulation, like you can do stress analysis, you can do analysis. So lots of things are there, like it's all related to simulation. Those all things on your design you can do inside this workspace. Then we have this manufacture workspace. Inside this work environment, you can just prepare your part for manufacturing. When I say manufacturing, this means it may be either additive manufacturing or it may be other uh, subtractive manufacturing, it may be molding also. So inside this manufacturing workspace you can explore all the options there. Then we got this design drawing workspace here. So drawing is actually whatever the designs or the 3D models you are making, you will able to produce the technical drawings using this workspace. So I believe that all of you guys are listening to me and able to watch me. So can anyone just write in the comment that design workspace? Just write design workspace, so I will able to understand that you guys are following me. So I can see someone is asking that, sir, where should we submit our assignments? So it's not about assignments this time. I'm just doing this simple classes for 5-day workshop. This time I'm not going to give you any assignments. You just learn Fusion 360, explore Fusion 360, and maybe in my future projects, if someone is coming up with some good learning, I can utilize them, because I'm working on lots of open source projects also, like the projects related to COVID medical supplies, like it may be air ventilator or the temperature sensor and the things like that. So I'm collaborating with lots of companies with on these projects. They are not paid, but there are lots of uh, scope to learn about the product design or industrial design. So that's why I had not kept any kind of assignments in this workshop. I just want all of you to just watch these tutorials, watch these workshops all on all the 5 days, and then we will see how we can collaborate each other and how we can help each other. Because lots of students are reaching me, sir, how we can start freelancing, how we can start getting projects, but it's not really easy that I will able to explain you in on the chat box. Because for that also, maybe in the near future I have to do some workshop on how we can start our career as a freelancer, how we can start getting projects in the early days without having any support from anyone. So this I will do in near future. That's my the next plan. So for now we'll just focus on Fusion 360. So I had explained you about we got multiple kind of design work environment inside Fusion 360, right? We got 5 6 kind of design work environments, and here you can see the generative design is grayed out because this is for all the paid users. Those who are having the Fusion 360 paid license will able to access this feature. So for now I don't have a paid, I'm not a paid user, so that's why I'm not able to access this feature, but I will able to access rest of the features because the rest of the features are all free for everyone. So next we move on to the then we move on to the data panel. So I can see all of the person are commenting. Okay, I can see that you guys are able to hear me. uh, Great, Raghavendran. Thank you, Raghavendran, for joining me. I don't know whether it is going to help you in any aspect or not because you are from different domain. But thank you so much for joining this online workshop. I'm really happy that you are here at least to support me. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll move forward. Here you can see at the corner. Can you see these small dots? If this is called data panel, actually this is a place where you can click and access your data panel. So what do you mean, what do I mean by data panel actually? So data panel is a place where you are saving all of your files, you are saving all of your designs. So if I expand it from here, I just make a, you just need to make a single left click and the data panel will open. So here you can see these are all my projects, these are all my designs that I am working on are all stored here, and these are not only on my PC, these are also stored on the internet, on the Autodesk website, on the Autodesk server. So these all files are stored on the Autodesk server. So if I want to access these files, I can just use any other PC or laptop. I will just install Fusion 360 there, and I will just log in using my Autodesk account that is logged in here right now, and then I will able to access all these details. So here you can see just a second guys, uh, let me see my stream also, so I will able to see whether my stream is visible to you or not. If I want to access these files, I can just use any other PC or laptop. I will just install Fusion 360 okay, there, I can and see that I can. Okay, so you guys can hear me, right? Yeah, because this is the most this is the very big. So if you will not be able to hear me, then there is no sense of speaking so much. So I just want you, all of you, to please say whether you can hear me or not. uh, so I will move forward anyway. Okay, so here you can see this is my data panel. Here I had stored all of my file and designs. So I will tell you now how we can organize our data panel in a better way. So whatever the files or designs we are working on, everything will be in an organized manner. So whenever we are coming back to access our files, we will able to access those very easily. And that's why it's really important to keep your file in a structured manner. So here you can see if I click on home here, so when you will first install your Fusion 360, there will be nothing, no any folders, no any files. You will see these screens here. You can see uh, some projects here with an icon of 3 dots connecting with each other. So these are all projects. So here you can see this is my project inside which I am working on all of my designs and projects. Then we got some other projects created, and then we got few more projects created where I am collaborating with my clients and the other people. So here you can see these are the things by default. When you will first install your Fusion 360, you will get by default few of the projects here, but don't worry, you can just click on here on this option to create new project, and you will able to create new project. So for now I'm going to start with a scratch. So I will just click on here on this new project. So here you can see the new project has been created. So I will just write it here, Fusion 360 workshop. So here you can see I had just written the name Fusion 360 workshop, and I had pressed entered, and my project folder has been created, and the things will automatically be arranged according to the alphabetical orders. Here you can see the numbers are given priority, then it is arranged in alphabetical orders. So here we got our projects. So if I want to keep that project on the top of the list, so I just need to pin this up and it will come on the top of everything. So this is my first project created inside Fusion 360, and it has nothing, it is just empty. So this is how you get when you first install your Fusion 360. So you can just come over here, you just create a new project here and give it a name, whatever the name you want, because there is no need to create lots of projects. You can just create 3 4 projects, like for your office work you can write office projects, for homework you can write home projects, or maybe for class you can write class projects, like this. So you can categorize those in multiple categories, and you can just write down the name. So it's like it's like a folder. You just come over here and create a folder and write it a name. Don't confuse it with a project name, just consider it as a folder. Okay. Okay guys, great, you can hear me, great. Okay Gopal, thank you so much. Then we will move forward. Thank you. So here you can see the project has been created. So I will just double click on here to open this. So here you can see right now I have nothing inside this project. It is completely empty. I mean inside this folder it is completely empty. So here you can see we have nothing inside this. So whatever the designs we are doing, let's say we had this design. So whenever we will first launch Fusion 360, there is always a default file will remain open with a name untitled. So this means that this file is not being saved it, but it is open inside Fusion 360. So by default it will remain open. So if you want to save this file, it will be easy like any other software, like Microsoft Word or Excel. You can just click on here to save, save icon, and you can just write on the name here. I will just write first day class, right? I had just written the first day class. Then definitely it will ask me a location, that where I want to save this file. So here is the location. So you can just navigate inside your location. So you can see I got my project, all of my projects here. So this is the project that I had just created. So I will just, by default it is selected, but if I want to change that, I can change that also. So for now I'm not going to change that. So I will select this one. I want to save this first day class file inside this project folder. So I had selected that, and then I will click on save. Even new projects you can create from here also. If you click on here new project, the that will be created. So here you can see I click save, and the moment here you can see the file has been renamed, and it has also saved inside this Fusion 360 workshop project. So this way we can save our file inside Fusion 360 inside any project. Then how we can arrange the things. So let's say we are inside a project folder, and we want to organize our files further. Let's say we have 10 20 or 30 files, and we want to categorize them in a particular category. So how we can do that? So for that, just click on here the new folder, and you will able to create new folders. Like I will write it as a first folder. Then I will create few more folders, like second folder, then again new folder, like third folder. So you can see I had created multiple folders here inside this Fusion 360 workshop project, and we got one file also that is not inside any of the folder, but it's directly inside the project. So this thing we can move inside any folder. So I will just make a right click on move here. Here you can see the move option, and I will able to select the folder inside which I want to move this file. So I want to keep this in the first folder. So I had selected that and will press move. So you can see it has been moved inside this first folder. So I will able to see my file here. So this way we can save our file, we can organize the things inside our data panel. So every time when we are done with our data panel, we can just click on close here. Also we can click on hide data panel here. So it's really easy. You just click on here to bring it back. You can again click on here to hide it from your screen. So this way you will able to gain access to all of your files and folders. And guys, one important thing, since I told you it's a cloud-based software, so you need internet connection to run this software. You need a good internet connection to run this software. It I think it will work fine on these days 3G and 4G connection. It will work well. So but you need internet connection. If you don't have an internet connection, or maybe because of some reason your internet connection is gone, then the things will go offline, and you will not be able to access your files and folders that you had saved. For that, to access those files and folders that you are working on, even the net connection is not there, then you just make a right click, and you have to click on add to offline cache. then you will able to access those even your internet is not working. So this is how this software works. It actually it's an internet based tool, so you need an internet to access your files and folders and to work on it. You can work on your designs, but you will not able to access your files and folders if internet is not working. So make sure that you have a good internet connection. It doesn't need a very high configuration PC, but it needs an internet connection anyhow. Okay, so someone is Raghavendran is asking that can we someone is asking that can we save 3 4 drawings under one project? Yes, we can do multiple number of files and multiple number of drawings inside any project. I will show you my projects here. So here you can see this is my project, right? 3 dash. If I go inside that, here you can see I got multiple folders here, right? I got tons of folders here. Even the drawings are also saved outside the folders. They are not organized because in the beginning there was no one to guide me that you have to organize your things. So somehow these are all connected with some folder or file, so I will not be able to move these files, but you can see, right? These are all my files that I had saved. And if I go inside any of my folder, if I, let's say I'm going inside this folder, so here you can see the again there is a folder inside folder, I mean subfolder. So it's like it's similar to your PC, like we used to do. We are able to create folder inside a folder, and we are able to save file even inside folder or outside the folder. So it's similar to that. You can just keep your things. So the better way is to keep organized, because you are consuming the internet data, right? The Autodesk server, the Autodesk website is providing you of, if you are using student license, they are all free for you. So don't waste their space. Just keep only valuable files inside folder and the things. So it's like that. We don't want to create internet junks, right? We just want to use the things efficiently. That's why. And here you can see you will able to save multiple files and multiple folders inside any of the project. Then someone is again asking that, Raghavendran is asking that what is v1. Okay, so Raghavendran is asking that what is v1. So I will move inside this folder. So here you can see, so v1 is actually let's say we had this design that we had saved here. So this is v1 is actually indicates the version 1. So let's say it has nothing here right now, and if I create a sketch here, right, if I will just create a line like this, and if I click on finish a sketch, and then again if I click on save here, so here you can see it has saved, and instead of v1 it has changed to v2. So what happened is that since we are working on internet, we are working on a cloud software, so whenever you are making any change inside Fusion 360, so at the moment you click on save, that new version will be get saved, and the old version will also be there. You will able to find that in the history. Here you can see, and you can use it at any time. If you just click on here to open it, that you will able to open that file also, the older one that is not be visible here. So this is actually a very good option in Fusion 360, that is, suppose you are working on any file, and you kept saving, and after a particular time you felt that I want to use that old version of the file, then you can just come over here and you can promote the older files and you can use that. So there is nothing lost. Yeah, means you don't need any recovery software or anything like that. So all data is safe, all of your data is safe. So whatever the things you are doing inside Fusion 360 is all safe here. So for every file they had to create lots of versions, means maybe 25 26 or 30 40 50. So that's why I told you to organize your files and keep only valuable files inside the server, because they are already taking so much of history of your designs and files. So if we will not keep our files in organized manner, then we will be creating internet junks. So just try to avoid that. Keep your valuable things in a proper manner, organized manner. So I think this was the answer for the Raghavendran. And then the Akash Mohan is asking that no yeah yeah, Akash Mohan, you are correct that only for accessing files and for saving files we need internet connection. Without that we'll not be able to save our files. Even be able to save, but that will reflect only when the internet connection will come and the things will update. Like it's like Dropbox. I told you that whenever the net will come back, the files will synchronize with your server. So this is how it works. And then Manas is asking, after 1 year can we use it for free? Yes, Manas, for the personal license you can use it for free, but in personal license we had some limitations, like we cannot keep more number of files inside this data panel. There are some limitations like up to 10 or uh, 15. Like these are the limitations that you will able to read that on the Autodesk website, that what are the limitations are there. But you will able to get all the design options that are necessary for product design or for any kind of product design or industrial design. So it's the capping is only for this internet space that we are taking to save our files. Then uh, okay, Akash Mohan is asking that, I think after 1 year you can renew the student version to use it for free. Yes, you can work with Mehersad is asking that whether we will able to work Fusion 360 offline. Yes, you can work on Fusion 360 offline, but you can save or access your data only when the internet connection is there. So take care of that. Okay. Okay, so we'll move forward. So till now I had told you how we can create project folders, how we can create simple folders, and how we can save our files. So the next thing here you can see on our design design panel here is that this is my file name, then the time on which we had last saved this file, then the version we got here. Then here you can see we will also able to open this file on the web, right? Just ignore this option for now, because this I will discuss later. So I told you how we can create new folders and we can organize the file. And so the next option here you can see is upload option here. So many times we are having files that are not from Fusion 360, like maybe file from some other software like SolidWorks or UGNX or maybe AutoCAD. So we can also upload those files inside Fusion 360 and start working on that. So let's say we had this we had some file. I will click on here to upload. I will show you how we can do that. So you can see the moment I had clicked on upload, a new window had popped up, and here you can see I got an option to select my files, right? Even I can drag and drop my files here. So whatever the files I'm going to upload inside Fusion 360, the outside files is going to save under this location, like inside this project and inside this first folder. So even we can able to change the location if you want to, where we want to upload our files. So for now I will keep it as it is, and I will click on select files, and the instant I will click on select files, so here you can see if I click on here on all files, so these are all the file formats that you will able to import inside Fusion 360. So it's ton of file formats. I think you will not need any of the other file format to import inside this Fusion 360, because these are all related to all the Mechanical CAD software. Most of the files produced from other softwares are compatible with this Fusion 360. Only those files that are produced by some graphics design software or things like Photoshop, Illustrator, I think those will not be, you will able to use here. But there are few ways you can use those files also, but for now by default you got all these options here. So you got AutoCAD file, you got CATIA file, you got even Fusion 360 file, you got Eagle files, that is for the electronic designer. Then we got OBJ file, IGS file format, SolidWorks file format, step file format, SketchUp file format. So we got multiple kind of files here. So all of it's on our requirement that which kind of file we want to import. So this we can import. Just select the file and click on open, and it will take few time and upload. I will just show you a demo. So inside my download folder I will find any of the file that I can upload here right now for giving you a preview. Okay, on my desktop there is a file. Here you can see this is my file. This is the STL file actually. So I will select that file, I will click on open here. So here you can see this file is 605 KB. This is the size of the file and the type is STL. This file I'm going to upload inside this Fusion 360 folder. So I will click on upload. So that is the external file. So it will take some time because I told you it's internet based, so it will take few seconds to upload here. So it's completely dependent on your internet connection. So here you can see since my internet connection is little bit slow, so it will take maybe few more seconds to upload here. And there is no need to keep this box open, you can just close from here, and even in the background it will keep uploading, so you don't need to, you can start working on your designs and just click on upload and close that window, and you are done. Once the upload is finished, here you can see it is finished uploading, so you can just make a right click and click on open. Even you can just double click and open the file, but I used to prefer make a right click and click open. So here you can see this is the design. This is in STL file format. I had just uploaded in Fusion 360. I'm able to see that what is it. So it's a jig design actually for a kind of electronic circuit. So here you can see I had designed this in Fusion 360 itself, but since I had exported this file to STL file, and then I had imported back again this file in Fusion 360, so it is coming like this. So STL files are actually combination of lots of mesh file, right? Here you can see we got triangular meshes, tons of triangular meshes here. So this way we can upload the files inside Fusion 360 from any of your CAD software. So someone is asking that, sir, font size is too small. Uh, Yes, Mohit, maybe the font size is too small, but no, I think once you will install the software and you will follow along my video, you will able to see what are the options there. So that's not an issue, I think, because that you can explore by yourself also. Okay, okay, so we'll move forward. We'll move forward. So this way you can upload the file, any external file inside this Fusion 360. Then here you can see we are right now the data option is active. So these are all our data, right? And if I click on home, and if I go inside our project folder, these are all my data. So inside data, inside any folder, we can see our data. So there is other option called people here. So if I click on here, so here you can see this is my detail. This is my Autodesk account detail that I had used to log in into my Fusion 360. Then what is this email address for? What we can do with this invite? So this is a very important portion of Fusion 360. So I told you it's a cloud-based tool. So it also gives you a freedom to collaborate with other team members. Like let's say we are working in remote, someone is sitting in India, someone is sitting in UK, someone is sitting in USA. So we all can collaborate on Fusion 360 on a single design. You just need to put the email address of the people that you want to invite inside your design or in your project, and you just put your email address and click invite, and the person will receive an invitation link, and when the person will open that link, he will able to access the of your design and file. So these things we can also do in Fusion 360. So he will able to make changes, and the changes will reflect on you. Then you will, if you want to approve the changes, you can approve that those changes, you can approve that. If you don't want to approve, then no problem, because you got all the history already. If someone is making changes, you can again take back any of your old files and bring it back again. So there is no any issue. So this email address system it makes really easy for us to collaborate with our team members, with our colleagues, right? So this is the thing we can do inside this here in this people option. But our files are all in this data panel here. So here you can see we are back again. Then we got this refresh panel from here. We every time when we are uploading files, we just try to refresh the things, so everything will be visible here. So that's not a big issue. And then we got the search option here. Even you can search your file. Let's say we had 100, 200 or 300 files, then you don't need to go back and scroll the things. You just come over here, you can write the file name, and you will able to search those files. Okay, so that's a quick access tool for you. Then here you can see we got this my name here, by which I had logged in into my Fusion 360. If I just drop down from here, here you can see these are the projects I'm contributing with. Someone has invited me to contribute in these projects. Then this is my default project folder. Then even I can create team or join any team if I want to, because there are lots of open source projects are going on the internet about lots of things like automotive or product design, industrial design, medical equipment designs. So you can just go and contribute using Fusion 360, you can just ask them to accept you as a team member, and once they will allow you, you will able to access the design files and everything. And if you want to suggest some improvement in the design or anything, you can do it from here. Okay, so these are the things we can do. So these are all, these things were mostly about the data panel, so I had explained you everything about from here. So every time if you want to go back, just click on here, so we are back, click on here, we are back. So it's like that. So this was all about most of the things about data panel, and we can close it from here, and we can bring it back again from here. So it's very easy to access your data. So since you are not saving on your computer, so it really save your computer space also, so it's very beneficial. Next we'll move to the navigation panel. So navigation panel is really very important. So right now in the screen, let's say we had this design. Okay, so right now in the screen you can see that I am able to zoom in or zoom out my objects, and I am able to move my objects across the screen, and I am able to rotate my object from I'm able to see it from different angles. So these are all called navigation, navigating your model, right? We can navigate our model. So this is a navigation panel here. Can you see that a small toolbar here? This is called navigation panel. So inside this, you got all your navigation tools by which you can navigate your 3D model. So I can see the Akash Mohanan is asking that can we use SolidWorks file in Fusion 360, or we can save Fusion 360 file in SolidWorks format, or we can do both. Yes, Akash Mohanan, we can do that, but I believe that if we import or export the files between the two platforms, we will lose the design steps, right? Like when we open the SolidWorks file in other SolidWorks, we got all the history, right? We got the steps that we had used to create that model. But when we export that SolidWorks file inside this Fusion 360 file, Fusion 360, then I think that we will lose that features. I mean the design tree or the design history, but we will have the model. We will easily able to import export the things between these platforms. But since they are from competitor companies, so we'll not be able to track the history, right? So this, yeah, we can do that, but we'll lose the history. Okay, okay. So here you can see that. We have this 3D model, right? So this is our navigation panel from where we can navigate our 3D model. So the first one is orbit. Here you can see we will able to orbit our 3D model. If I click on here to activate my orbit tool, here you can see the tool, that my cursor has been changed. This is the orbit icon, and if I just press my left click here and rotate it using my mouse, I will able to drag it and see it from different angle. So this is the orbit tool, like any other 3D CAD modeling tool. So this you can access it from here. Inside the orbit, we got two options like free orbit and constrained orbit. So once you will explore this option, you will able to see what is the difference between them. Then there is a look at tool. So look at tool is actually a normal tool that we see in solid. If you are a SolidWorks user, I think you are already aware of that normal tool. Let's say if you want to see this model from along this face, then just select the face and click on normal. So here you can see we are just seeing that complete model from this face. If I want to see it from this face, then select the face, click on look at. So this is actually to bring any of your face in front of your screen. So just select that face and click on here, and the face will be in front of your screen. So this is the tool for to look at. Then we have this pan tool. Pan tool is very easy. Just you will able to pan your object across the space. Here you can see it's very simple. Then we got this zoom file, like we will able to zoom in and zoom out like this. So there is no need to access these tools from here, like from the navigation panel. Once you will start using Fusion 360, you can just use your mouse tool and some keyboard shortcuts, and you will able to explore your designs. Like if you are coming from a SolidWorks background, you can use those settings, because Fusion, I told you, Fusion 360 is very flexible. So let's say someone is coming from SolidWorks software, he's having some experience with SolidWorks software. So you can customize those controls in Fusion 360 also, like we used to do in SolidWorks, like to zoom in or zoom out, to orbit or pan. Those all control same similar kind of control we can configure in Fusion 360 also. So that I will explain you later. So for now I'm just explaining this tool here. Then we got this zoom window here. So let's say we had moved out of the window like this, and I don't know where is the design, it's very small. So just come over here and click on fit, so things will come to fit to your window. Even we got the zoom window here. So if I activate this zoom window and if I select this window, then that thing will be zoomed into my screen. So this way we can navigate inside our 3D model. Then we got this display setting here. So display setting, inside this display setting, we got all the display options here. Like if I go on here, you can see that we got all kind of visual styles. Like we can change our model to wireframe, and we can change our model to shaded, and we can change our model to shaded with visible edges. So by default it will always be shaded with visible edges only. But if you want to change in any particular case, you can just come on here inside this display option, and you can just go on here and you will be able to change all of the things. And if you want to use the shortcuts, then they are already given a shortcut for this. So just press control plus 9 key to change it to wireframe. So I will show you that also. Control plus 9, and here you can see it's very easy. So in that case you need to remember these things. Then we got this mesh display, so just ignore for now. Then we got this environment is actually this background that you can see right now. It's white. We can change it to dark sky or whatever we can. So that will not going to change for now. We'll just keep it as a default because this is the most the white is most comfortable for our eyes. So I will just keep it like this. Then we'll move forward to this effects here. So inside effects, by default there are some options ticked on and some are not ticked. So just leave it as it is, because once you will start exploring this tool, once you are comfortable with all the things, then we can play with these things. But for now, when you are a new user, or maybe you are an intermediate user, just ignore these things. Then we got this object visibility, ignore this also. Then we got camera. All the time we have to work on orthographic view, because don't try to change that, because if you change that, the things will not look good, because the actual view is actually perspective, because we are living in perspective world. But orthographic is good for designing or 3D modeling, because we will able to uh, see the things orthographically. That's why. So if you want to learn more about this orthographic perspective, just I think if you had read your engineering drawing subject, then you are already aware of these things. But if you are not, then just go and explore inside your book, and or on the Google, you will able to find the difference. Then we got this ground plane offset, just ignore that. Then we got enter full screen. So just to make your Fusion 360 full screen, you can use this shortcut, but that is also not required. Okay, then the next thing is the grid and snap settings. So by default, just there are some things ticked on, so just leave it as it is, because we don't want to change these things. So just leave it. Then we got this viewport here, so we can change into multiple viewport. In some viewport we can see top view, in some viewports we can see isometric view, in some viewport front view, side view. So these are called multiple viewports. This you can use, but I am actually comfortable using in a single viewport, because things are more visible to me, more clear to me, and easy to work with. Okay, so this is all about this navigation tool panel. So I will suggest you to just install the software and keep exploring the things. That will be more easier way to get along these things, right? Then we got this view cube here. So view cube is also like any other CAD software. It's a cube of 6 faces. Like we can see our model from top. Again, here is a home icon. If I want to just come to my home view, then click on here to come to home view. We can see our model from right. We can also rotate the view cube using this small controls. Here you can see if I click on here, I will able to rotate my objects. So from by using this view cube, we will able to see our designs or our 3D models from different angles. So this gives just just an option to explore your model. And again, if you want to come back to home, just click on home. Or even if you are out of your screen or somewhere else, just click on home here and the things will come back to default reset screen. So the next is here you can see on the side of VCube there is a drop down. Here also it is orthographic is set, so I told you always we have to keep orthographic, and we don't need to change anything because these are all the things I told you that once you are start using Fusion 360 as a uh, experienced user, then you can just play along with these things, but for now just leave it as it is. Then we got if I am front view, I got these two options here that I can rotate my front view in 4 directions. So these are all the options we got that makes our work easier. So here you can see, so by default the Z is in the top direction and X is coming towards us, and then Y will be along that direction. So okay, this was about VCube. So it's also like navigating your 3D model. By using this VCube, we can navigate your 3D model from different directions. Then we got this design tree here. So this is called design tree. So this is the most important part of Fusion 360. So for that, I will just open this empty file here and I will just press. So even you can use Control Z and Control Y like any other software to redo or undo the things, right? So if I may press Control Y, here you can see the things I had erased has come back. If I press Control Z, I will undo the things. So here you can see. So now we are talking about the design tree, right? This is actually called design tree. When I say tree means whatever the steps you are taking to design any 3D model. Uh, it may be combination of sketches, it may be combination of sketches and extrude features, it may be combination of sketches, extrude, sweep feature, mirror feature, and tons of features. Maybe there are 10, 20 or 50 features. So all those steps are recorded inside this browser. So inside this design tree. So let's say you had a model with 10 or 20 components, right? When I say component, I mean parts. Let's say your model is having 10 or 20 parts, so you will able to explore all of your parts inside this design tree. So now you will able to understand that why it is called design tree, because it has so many branches, right? And in every branch there are few more leaves, and inside those leaves there are information like 3D models. So this is how it works. Then Raghav, just a second, someone is asking something. Raghavendra is asking, home view is default view. Can we set this view into a view from different angle? Yes, Raghavendra, we can do that. So that's why I told you that's a really advanced user kind of thing. So let's say we had this model, right? And instead of having this view as home view, we want to change the view. So let's say we want to keep this view as a home view. So just come to this view. So here you can see right now we had come to this view, and inside this drop down here you can just click on here, set current view as home view, right? Fit to view. Here you can see. So anytime if we are rotated, we can just click on home here, and this is my new home view. So this way we can reset our home view also. You got the option here to set your current view as a home view, whatever view it is, maybe this view. If you want to set this as a home view, you can just click on here, and that will be your home view. Here you can see. So any view, you can just set that view as a home view just by using the options from here. So I think this I had answered your question. So we'll move forward. So we were talking about the design tree, so I will come back to this design. So here you can see this is my design tree. So on the top of the design tree, on this is the line on the top of my design tree, right? This will always be the name of your design. So here you can see my name is first day class. So that is already here, first day class, right? So this is the topmost thing of my design tree. If I turn it from here off from here, so everything below that will be automatically get turned off. Okay, by default when we have nothing inside our design, here you can see the 3 folders are automatically created. The one is document setting. Inside this main design tree we got 3 different branches. The first is document setting, the second is named view, the third is origin. Or and we got this arrows here to expand those things. So I will just expand all of the three. So here you can see inside that we got one more branch, one more leaf, then we got one more leaves, one, two, three, four leaves, then we got lots of things here. So inside everything we had a few more things, right? So first of all, what is document settings? So document setting is I think for me, people who are doing actual designing is really important. It's called units, right? Units like when we are designing for any automobile or the things like that, then we had to follow a certain system of units, like it may be either the SI units or MKS units or CGS units. So those things we can select it from here. So if I click on here to change my units, so by default it is always selected as millimeter. Okay, and if I want to change it to inches or foot or something like that, I can just click on here, and here we got these are all my options that we can change. We can change to centimeter, we can change to meter, we can change to inch and foot. So we got 5 different options, right? So these are all the units that we can change. If I select foot here and I will click OK, so you can see the unit has been changed to foot. So whatever from now, whatever the design we will make, that will be saved in uh, unit as a fit. So this you have to take care of. So most of the times I use millimeter because for mechanical designs the millimeter is the best unit, and but for architecture or civil they use foot and inches mostly. So it's on us that for what purpose we are using this software. The next folder is for the named views. Here you can see the top, front, right, home. So this is actually related to view. If I click on top here, the view cube, here you can see on the top, front. So this is actually the also the view cube position that we can control from here. So let's say our design right now uh, is in home view, and if we want to see the right view, just click on right, and we are seeing our model from right. So this is actually related to named views. Okay, the next is this origin. By default, when we are in real work environment, we are in real world, we always have this kind of details, like we got one origin. So by default it is turned off, right? So we can turn it on. So to turn on these things, you got this eyes option here. You can see that this all eyes icon. So you can turn it off and turn it on, any of the things you're using from here. So turning it off and turning it on doesn't means you are deleting the things. It is just getting turned off and turned on from your screen. So things will, we can control the visibility of a particular things. So if I turn on the origin, so here you can see this small dot is my origin, right? If I turn it off also, here you can see this white small dot. If I turn it from here, it is turned off. I can turn back on, so like this. Then we got the axis, the x-axis. This is the x-axis, red one. Then the y-axis, the green one is y-axis. Then z-axis, the vertical one. Then xy plane, xz plane, and yz plane. So we got the different entities here, 7 different entities here, including origin. And all of the things we can turn it off from here, and even a particular things we can turn it from on or off from here. So this is all inside this design tree by default. And when we start doing the things, when we start modeling the things will be getting added here. So that we'll discuss later once we start modeling the things, because right now we are just exploring the UI, right? Then Raghavendran is again asking some question: is named views can be add custom views and name them? So Raghavendran, for that I had not never tried that, but I don't think so that we will able to create custom views and rename them, because the number of views we are already getting is enough for to explore our model from all the directions, right? It's already from, I think, from 6 directions, and even from corners, angles. Like we can see our model from corner direction also. We can see it from the is direction also. So we got lots of flexibility here, and even we got the orbit tool to explore our model from different directions. So there is no need to There's no need of adding custom view and name them. Yes, we can do these things in other softwares like 3ds Max or Maya, because there we have to produce some rendering at a particular angle, and we will able to save those camera angle in the software. But in this software I don't think we can do for now, but maybe in near future they will be adding these features also, because they are upgrading this software day by day. They are adding features, they are adding new technologies and things. So to improve this software to compete in the market, to so that it will be used in the most of the industries, like it is already getting used in most of the industries, like aerospace they are using, for industries like advanced for advanced modeling techniques they are using for, and there are lots of application they are using this software, but I don't know what are the features they are going to add in future, because the people who are doing this all these developments are really good in these mechanical things. So it's on them that what features they want to add or subtract. Okay, so this was about design tree that I has asked. So whatever the steps we are doing, whatever the modeling we are doing, those all will able to find it from here. Okay, so this was all about design tree. Then the thing come is design history, and the design history is really important. That's why the Fusion 360 is getting most popular, because of this design history feature tool. So that this is a different term, don't confuse it with design tree. Design tree is this one, but design history I will show you. This is the design history at the bottom. Can you see that all the steps that we had used to make this model has been recorded here? Every sketch, every extrude, every fillet, every chamfer, every fillet, cell, new planes, whatever the new planes we had created, new splits we had created, we had moved any object, we had scaled any object, we had combined any object. So all the steps has been recorded here. So what, and they are all in a particular manner, right? They are in an increasing manner. So first I did this sketch, then I did this extrude, then I did this fillet, sorry, chamfer, then I did this fillet, then I did again two fillets. So these are all recorded inside here. So this is called design history. So it's really important that when you are using Fusion 360, keep this feature on. By default it is turned on, nobody, but by anyhow if you had turned off this feature, then all your design history will be gone, and you will not be able to make any changes to your 3D model at a particular time. I will show you how. So here you can see this can you see this cursor here, this control line here? If I click this control line and I will drag it to the back here, here you can see, and I will turn on my sketches, right? I will click on home. So here you can see, just a second. So here you can see this is the first sketch that I had created, and from the history I am able to check those sketches. So this is the sketch that first I had created to create that 3D model. I will just click on finish sketch. So this is my sketch. It's turned off because I have to turn it on from here. So here you can see this is my sketch that first I had created. Then I will move it one step further. Then I had extruded that sketch. Here you can see on both the directions symmetrically. Then I had applied some chamfers. So here you can see I had applied some chamfers on this side and this side, right? Sorry, on the bottom, not on this side and this side. Then I had applied few more fillets like this. So here you can see, so inside this design history every step is recorded, right? If I want to change the amount of fillet, I can just double click on here. Instead of 5 I can just change it to 6. So the fillet amount will get changed. Instead of 6 I can change it to 10. So here you can see, so anytime we can just come over here and change inside our design using this design history from here. So we got all the steps recorded here, and we can come and change the things from here. And so this is how every step that you had taken to create your design has been recorded here. So I will just move it to the last. So here it is. I will just turn off my sketch. I will turn off my analysis. So where is my design? Here you can see my origin is also turned on. I will turn off the origin also. So here it is. So here you can see. So that's why I told you design history is important, because we want all the steps recorded. Like whenever in the near future we want to make change in this design, we can just open the file, we can come over here to the design history, and we can change any of the features. Like we can increase the length, we can increase the width, or we can change the fillet, or anything. We can just come over here and we can change. So this is the freedom we got inside this Fusion 360. So it's really important to keep it always turned on. By default it is turned off. So before start modeling, just make a right click on the top of this tree, and here you got the design history to turn it on. But right now it is turned on, that's why it is said do not capture design history. If I will activate that, the history will be gone, and once it is gone you will not be able to get back. So here you can see the timeline and all design history will be removed, and further operations will not be captured in the timeline. So don't try in between your modeling. So it's really, it can erase all of your history. So if I click on continue, here you can see it has been erased, and again if I want to get it back, I will not be able to get back everything. Here you can see the things has been changed. So it's really important, but you keep always this thing turned on. If it's not turned on, just keep it turned on and start modeling. So for now we can just use press Ctrl J to undo the things and get back our design history. Okay, so once you save and close the file, and again when you're coming back after a few days, you will not be able to access these things, right? Okay, so this was all about the UI, and then the last thing is here you can see my name here. Let's say we had changed the setting of Fusion 360, any setting that we don't know that from where we can get it back. So there is always a way to change all of your settings to default. So just click on here, then click on preferences on your name icon here. For name icon here, just click on here and click on preferences, and from here you will able to reset defaults, right? If I click on reset defaults, so everything will be get resetted. So this is my default Fusion 360 space. And also from here, if I go to preference, just see the one important thing. Like I told you that whenever you are coming from different tool like SolidWorks, you can control the way you want to navigate inside your model. So here you can see right now it is set to Fusion. If I change it to SolidWorks, we it will automatically select all those controls like SolidWorks, like whatever you are doing in SolidWorks, like panning, zooming, and things like that, using a mouse. Those in the similar manner you will able to do in Fusion 360. So if you change it from here to SolidWorks or any other software like Inventor or Tinkercad, so these are all options we got, and once you press apply and OK, the things will change. So this way we can navigate inside our 3D model, and we can contribute start modeling the things. So I think this is we are already running out of time. So for today I think this is already enough. This was all about the UI of this software. So from tomorrow we'll move forward to the sketching tool, that what is the right way to model any object, 3D model any object. I will explain you how we can produce constrained sketches, how we can organize the sketches, rename those sketches, to make our things well organized. So even in the near future, or in a few days, we want to make any change to our 3D model, it will be very easy for us to come back and change the things. Okay, so I think for today this much is enough for the today's session. And I can see the viewers are getting down. Thank you guys, thank you so much for watching these sessions. I really request you to all of you to come back online again tomorrow, and see how we can contribute together. So I can see someone is asking in the group that do we have certification for the 5-day work completion. No, we don't have. So you can just put your questions if you have any, because I am already done from my end for the today's session. Okay, Raghavendra is asking what are we designing tomorrow. So Raghavendra, we are not designing anything tomorrow. We will just uh, learn the best way to create correct 2D sketches, the constraint to 2D sketches that is really very necessary to for the right approach to 3D model. So yes, in the near sessions like 2 or 3 sessions, we will start designing, and I will choose any particular good product that we can design in this session. So that will be, I told you already that this is all practical session. So there is no nothing anything that we are going to do for just for the fun. This is all for to give you that most of the learning that I will able to give you in these sessions. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining this session. I think I will just wait a few more minutes to get any of the questions. Otherwise, I will be wrapping up these sessions for today, and we'll meet tomorrow same time. I'm just waiting for your questions. I asked many questions in between and answered all of them with patience. So Raghavendran is saying that it's my pleasure, Raghavendran. I will say that I'm just lucky that whatever questions you had asked, and I was able to answer all of them. Uh, I will try to answer most of the questions because whatever the knowledge I had in Fusion 360, I will try to share them with all of you guys. Gopal is saying, thank you, sir, for putting this much effort for us. Yeah, it's not effort. Actually, I'm also in this lockdown. I do have, not on this lockdown, since I'm a freelancer, I do have lots of time. So I just try to put some of my time for you guys. So it's like that only. Okay, guys. I think we can wrap up. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Dheeraj. Thank you, Akash. Thank you, Suresh, and everyone. Just thank you for attending this session. We'll meet tomorrow same time. Thank you so much. Keep learning, and don't forget to install Fusion 360. And also, the most important thing, don't forget to subscribe my channel, so you will get the notification at the instant whenever I'm starting the live stream. Thank you, guys.